Hi, I'm Crystal Burt. I'm 35 years old. I'm from Fort Payne, Alabama. At the age of 14, I got off the school bus one day and I came in just like any other 14-year-old, and I knocked on my mom's bedroom door and it was shut. And so I just busted on up in there and I was like, "Oh, hey, what are you doing?" And well, they were all doing drugs and there was meth involved. And so my mom offered me meth for the first time at the age of 14. And that was the one time I was addicted. I didn't really realize what it was at the time, that it was such a problem. It was a regular lifestyle. So that's just what I continued doing. I got pregnant at the age of 18. I gave birth to my son. I would love to say that the birth of my son and the love I had for him would have stopped me from doing drugs, but it did not. I just kept on. And then at the age of 23, I got pregnant again for the second time. Lost my children. DHR had come took them. My daughter was 3 months old and my son was 7. The whole time I just kept using my abortion, my addiction, losing my children. I just used that to my advantage to keep on staying in it. And then one day I had got arrested walking down the street and I was in jail. And a young man told me, he said, "I'll tell you what, you want to change your life." He said, "You just go before the judge and you tell him that you don't want out of jail." And I thought, "Oh, he's crazy." But, I really did want a different way of living, but I didn't know how or what that looked like. Well, the Summit of Fort Payne was introduced to me, and it's a 1-year intensive discipleship program for women coming off of drugs. And when I went, I started doing these classes. They do classes 3 hours a day. And the curriculum is set directly toward me, so I started learning who Jesus was. And so it took a whole year in this program setting aside to be able to get my mind right. For the past 5 years, I have worked with the Summit and been there. My children are back in my life after 8 years. My son is now 17. My daughter will be 11 this year. I have the privilege of working with young women that are just from the situation I came from.
What's kind of the Bible verse that you just love and that kind of maybe, some people talk about their life verse?
Joshua 1:9, be strong and courageous, because it takes a lot of courage to admit that you were wrong. It takes a lot of courage to stand up and walk a different way. It's easy to stay in your way that you're going in addiction, to just keep masking and covering up, but to actually say, "Hey, I have a problem, I need help." So I would just say Joshua 1:9, be strong and courageous.
That's great. Thank you very much for this.
Thank you.